When Mama and I checked the body for the scar behind the ear, it was there. That and the ID we found all point to the man being Martin Fitzgerald, my father. The thing is, despite the evidence, Mama can't believe that the man who kidnapped Sheridan and held me at gunpoint could be her husband.
Oh, does Pilar have any proof?
No, Sam. Only in her heart.
She doesn't want to believe it's him.
She begged me to help her prove it. I couldn't refuse, even though I'm convinced that the man is my father. Now what I have to do is find a way to prove to her that I'm right.
Well, if it's rock-solid evidence you're looking for, we'll just have to go out and find it.
So then you'll help me, Sam?
Absolutely. We're alike like that, Luis. There's nothing I wouldn't do for my family and Grace. If you want hard evidence to prove that your father's dead, you have to start by the book. First, what about fingerprints?
Won't work. My father was never arrested, so he was never fingerprinted.
What about military records?
He wasn't in the military.
Okay, then, what was his blood type?
Check that, too. Old Doc Adams closed up shop 10 years ago, and he died soon after that. The doctor who took over his practice threw away all the inactive patient files.
Damn. Well, what about his dental records?
Another dead end. That man who fell through the skylight had false teeth.
You know, this is enough to make me believe in conspiracy theories.
Look, I'm running out of time, Sam. I need to find a way to prove that that man in the coffin is my father.
Well, Luis, there's always DNA testing, but it's expensive. And it could probably take more time than you have.
I thought of DNA. Well, that would put a huge dent in Miguel and Teresa's college funds. Now, our father's already hurt them bad enough.
And all the evidence points to the man being your father.
Yeah, except for one thing. In her heart of hearts, Mama still believes that her Martin is alive. Now, I can't live with myself if I deny her this one last chance of finding the truth.
That's the price you pay when you really love someone. You can't deny them.
Then there's no choice. I have to do the DNA test.
You know, if I were you, I'd talk to Eve Russell.
And you and Grace are lucky, Sam. You got it all. When I was younger and dreamed of marriage, I wanted mine to be like the one Mom and Papa had. What a joke. Now when I tie the knot, I want my marriage to be like yours, Sam. You and Grace, you guys are totally dedicated to each other.
It's the only way.
Well, you and I know that. But as cops, you know, we see marriages go sour all the time. One of the partners, usually the husband, is unfaithful and bam, all hell breaks loose. Like that case I had a while back. Wife stabbed her husband when she found him with the first girlfriend of his. Husband and girlfriend hadn't seen each other for years. The love they shared was still there. Once the girlfriend walked back into his life, well, he couldn't stay away from her no matter how hard he tried. And the wife, feeling as though the husband had stabbed her in the heart, decided to return the favor.
But that's not gonna happen between Grace and me.
Upset, Sam. Hey, I wasn't suggesting that an old flame of yours would walk back in your life and break up your marriage.
I know, Luis. It's just, I don't know. I'm a little edgy these days.
Why? Everything okay with Grace and the kids?
Yeah, everything's fine. I just don't know what's been getting to me lately.
Hold on. I know why you're edgy.
Martin?
Oh, my God, no.
What do you mean?
Saw a man fall to his death on New Year's Eve. That's enough to make anyone edgy. Even a veteran cop like you. Grace is just lucky that she had you in her arms when it happened.
Actually, she was alone. Someone else got upset and ran into my arms. I was comforting her. Instinct, I guess.
Well, speaking of instinct, I better find out what's going on with this DNA.
Luis. If you need me, I'm gonna be with Grace. I'm gonna go over to the shop and surprise her. Grace is wearing that hat I like. Hey, gorgeous.
Sam?
Grace! Ivy!
Hi, Sam. Well, Grace, I must say, your Sam is the romantic type. No wonder you have such a happy marriage.
Grace, listen, I can explain. I came here to surprise you, and when I got here, the shop was empty, and the only person that was in here was the woman that was trying on the hat I really like you in. And, well, I assumed it was you, and, well, you know the rest. Surprise?
Well, you two are lucky that I'm not the jealous or suspicious type. I know that my husband loves me. And I know what just happened here is another one of those silly incidents, like when I saw you two under the mistletoe.
Yes. It was a very silly misunderstanding.
Just blame it on the hat, Sam.
Right. And, what are you doing here?
I needed Grace's help. Ivy would like to pay for Martin Fitzgerald's funeral, and she knows that Pilar would never take the money outright, so she asked me to call Father Lonigan and see if there's any way to get the money to Pilar without hurting her pride. Well, I'd better go. Far be it from me to intrude on Sam's romantic moment with you, Grace. I'll see you both at the funeral.
Grace. Grace, I hope you believe me. I mean, what happened with Ivy was an innocent mistake. If I would have known it was her that was wearing the hat, I would have never...
Sam, I believe you. And I trust you completely. Look, I know there could never be anything between you and Ivy. She's a very kind person. Not the kind of woman that would try to break apart a family. It's okay, Grace. You can have Sam for now. But he was mine first.